Hey you guys, I was just sent this shed by Garvee, and I just want to say thank you to them for sending this to me for review. I just walked through the process of setting this up. It just took me the last couple hours. So I'm going to show you the whole process of setting it up and let you know some of the things I found along the way to make it easier for you. Let's go.
All right, I'm going to walk you through step by step throughout this process of me setting this up. So I just got the box open here and taking a look at all these parts, feeling a little bit intimidated, but I got everything out of the box and just sorted it. Everything is labeled, which made it a lot easier. I'll show you here up close. So I have my 1s and 2s and 3s, all the pieces laid out in order just so I know exactly where they're at. This step was critical for my success. Otherwise, I would have just been digging through a pile of parts and pieces. And it was a little breezy outside when I was building this, and so laying everything out flat kept everything from flying around. So take a look at the manual here. So each step shows you exactly what pieces you'll need for the step, and then it just shows you the graphic of what you're going to do with those pieces. So it's not like a detailed, put this screw in, put that screw in. It really is just, here are the pieces you need, and then here's a picture of what it's going to look like. So there are a couple steps throughout the manual where I think a little more detail would be nice, because it'll give you, tons of pieces to put on all at once, and the graphics get a little bit muddled. But overall, not too bad. So here I got a spot leveled out. I'm just going to be putting this shed on top of this gravel for now until I get some cinder blocks. So I got it all leveled out, and then I got the base screwed together pretty easy. And then from there, I started moving up with the vertical side pieces and then the top pieces as well to make the box frame. Just very easy to put together. Again, I'll mention it later on here in the video, but a little screw gun makes this so much easier compared to the little screwdriver that's in the kit. Because you can see you're going to be putting in a lot of these little nails. And so having that screw gun makes all the difference. From there, we're just going to move on to the back. Like I said, it was pretty breezy, and so once I got the back on, it stopped wobbling around so much, and it started really to take shape. And then from there, I got the door supports on, the little door frame, as well as the roof. This is the part that took me the most time, was the roof probably, just because I had to climb up and install things at the top. And then I got the door put on. The hinges were super easy to put on, as well as the door supports. And then, of course, the little latch that you could put a lock on or anything like that.
Overall, I'm pretty satisfied with how this came together. It took me probably about 3 hours to put together. I'm not super fast. I will say the instructions were not amazing. They had pictures, luckily, that were pretty easy to follow, but the written instructions, they left a lot to be desired. You guys will see in the instruction booklet, but it was still, I was still able to do it. Everything was labeled. All the parts were labeled, but it wasn't labeled particularly well in the manual. Overall, though, like I said, I was still able to get it done. I think it came together well. It would be really handy when you're putting this together to have just a little screw gun like this one that I have. It came with a little screwdriver, and there was just no way I was going to be able to get it done with that. And then also a little step stool. I use this little kitty slide today just so that you can do the roofing parts. Thank you to the seller for sending this to me for review. Overall, I'm very highly satisfied with this and highly recommend it.